with the disciples when they were trying to cast that demon out. They couldn't cast it out because they had a dull knife. They had a knife, but it was dull, and it wasn't gonna cut nothing. And that's exactly how it is when we living. If you're walking with Christ, and you're trying, but you never fully do your fast all the way. You never fully, how you say it, Lord? You don't live a fasted life. You don't live a consecrated life. You're gonna have a dull knife. You're not gonna be able to cut the things that need to be demolished in the spirit. You want to have some power. You want to have some authority. In order to get more power and authority, you need to live a consecrated and holy life before God, so that He can open up your eyes, that you can see more things spiritually. Opening up your ears, that you can hear more clearly in the spirit. You'll be able to cast things down. Different things be held up for us. I'm telling y'all. Different things be held up in the spiritual realm, and you need some power and some authority to know how to decree and declare a thing, for that thing to come into your life, or to decree and declare that thing will come down to the obedience of Christ, and that comes with a consecrated life. That comes with a fasting life, because you might be saying things out of your mouth, but that thing ain't gonna happen if you ain't got no power behind it. If you don't got no prayer and fasting behind it. And so the scripture definition is coming from Isaiah 58. And y'all, I could not write the whole chapter on here, because the chapter got a lot of verses. But the whole chapter talks about, it's the whole definition of fasting. So I do really, really do encourage y'all to go read that whole chapter of Isaiah 58. But I was only able to write down one verse. So it says, "This is the kind of fast that I desire. Remove the heavy chains of oppression. Stop exploiting your workers. Set free the crushed and mistreated. Break off every yoke of bondage." So that's Isaiah 58:6. And I believe right after that, it talks about how we need to make sure that we feed the homeless, to make sure that we care for them, care for the widows. Like, God strategically told us how He wants us to do fast. So yes, you should be abstaining from food. Yes, abstaining from anything, like I said, bring you comfort. Anything that makes you anything that makes you have pleasure. Abstain from that. And He tells us throughout Isaiah 58 of what He expects us to do during the fast. During the fast, He's expecting us to pray. During the fast, He's expecting us to cry out to Him, to cry aloud and spare not, to preach the word, and to also care for the widows even more. Because you're already supposed to be doing that outside of the fast. But even in the fast, you strategically, He's telling us, like, okay, you fasting, you need to be helping those who need help. You need to make sure that you're, helping the homeless in some kind of way, helping those who are in need, helping the widows in any kind of way. And He said this is the kind of fast that He desires. This is the kind of fast that He has chosen. This is the